Hello, this is the Word on Beauty. Thanks for tuning in. If you would like to learn how I created my pretty everyday basic smoky eye look using taupe colored eyeshadows, go ahead and stay tuned to the rest of the video. After you've done your liner, that's when I move on to my lashes. And I have kind of an extensive lash routine that I do, but I find that it works really well for my lashes. So for those of you wondering, I do use Latisse, which is that prescription eyelash growth, not medicine, but eyelash growth enhancer. And I've been using it for over a year now, and I really find that it works, especially for us Asian women who have those sparse, short, thin, wimpy lashes. So as you can see, it works really well. I'm using an Asian eyelash curler. It's from a local Japanese mart. It's called Koji, K-O-J-I, and it's a Japanese eyelash curler company, and I like to use Asian companies for eyelash curlers because they are suited to my eye shape. Shuyu Mera, which is like the cult classic, is a great one too, and I have that one as well, but I just always am trying new things to see if I can find an even better one. So I'm gonna curl my lashes using this Koji eyelash curler, getting as close to the base of my lashes as possible, giving it a couple squeezes, and ta-da, it should be curled, lovely. And then the next step in my lash routine is using Shiseido's. Let's see if I can bring it up to you. Shiseido's mascara base, the mascara base, I believe it's called. Oh, now it's called the Nourishing Mascara Base, and it's like this clear, clear gel product that you put on before you put on your mascara. It helps to hold the curl. It helps to thicken your lashes. It just makes them look fantastic. And I have used this product for a long time now. And as you can see, I'm just getting my lashes thickened up, primed up, and ready for my mascara. Okay. I typically use any waterproof black mascara. Most of them are pretty decent. The one I'm using right now is called Maybelline's Pulse Perfection waterproof vibrating mascara. It's a knockoff of Lancome's, I think it's, what is it called? Oscillation something mascara. But it has, let's see, a little button here, and that makes the brush vibrate. You probably can't see that. I don't think it really does anything extra for my lashes. The formula that Maybelline has for all of its waterproof mascaras, I think, are probably the same, and it works for me. So even though the brush supposedly it vibrates, I don't know if the vibrating does anything extra, so I don't even use the button anymore. But I'm going to do my first coat of mascara. And I really like this one, especially because it has a really nice, I don't know if you guys think it'll focus on this or not. It has really nice little bristles. I just coat my lashes, coat them so they're almost like spider legs. You know, that's a look that some of you don't like, but I really like big, thick lashes, so I'm all about that. And then, of course, I do the bottom. Oops, sorry, guys. I can't tell where I am on this camera. So there it is, and I do have a little birthmark right there, so that's why it looks like it's smudgy. Sorry, I did it again. Off the screen. Okay, there it is. And I'm almost ready for my next coat, but before my next coat of mascara, I do use something called New Eye Curl 2, and it's a heated eyelash curler. It takes a AA battery, and it is fantastic because it takes the curl that you've put in with your traditional metal eyelash curler, and it really locks it in place. It's like a curling iron for your lashes. So turn it on by pushing up the little button, and then it heats up pretty quickly. I use an old toothbrush, not an old one, it's actually I bought this toothbrush specifically for cleaning my eyelash curler. And what I do is take this, clean it out by doing this with it, and I just do it over my garbage can in my bathroom. And just do it a few times so it's cleaned up. If you hold it there for a while, it will actually set, and you can actually bring and lift your lashes even further up. So that's one coat of mascara. And what I like to do in between letting this coat dry and putting my second coat on is I like to actually do my brows at this point. It's a great way to let your lashes dry, and yeah, just a good time filler. So for my brows, because they are really sparse, I mean, I have just very little hair. I think most Asians tend to be that way, except for on my head. I have tons of hair, but just not on my face and my eyelashes, except for now that I have Latisse, it's better. But I'm going to be using my Brow Wiz Automatic Pencil by Anastasia, and the color that I'm using is medium ash. And I always warn, especially brunettes and Asian women in general, if you don't have a reddish, a reddish tint to your hair, a lot of brow pencils or brow products will, and it will look unnatural because of course your brows will look orangish to reddish, whereas the rest of your hair is a cooler shade of dark brown or whatnot. So I always look for brow pencils that say ash or say taupe, and or even eyebrow pencils that are for blondes. Blonde eyebrow pencils tend to be, or blonde, eyebrow powders always tend to be a bit on the ashier, cooler side. So it's a good tip for those of you who have a hard time finding eyebrow products that match and don't look too fake and red. So I like the Brow Wiz pencil because it's a super, super fine pencil. The point on it is just really, really teeny. I mean, compared to a traditional, there we go. Compared to a traditional eyeliner or eyebrow pencil, it's much, much thinner. So this is nice because it creates those really hair-like, eyebrows. So what I do is start generally from about, oops, sorry guys, from about here, and I just gently flick the pencil, just lightly, ever so lightly, concentrating more on the ends of my brows just because that's where I feel like I have the least amount of hair, and continue to fill in. I do it really lightly towards the inner portion of my brow because that's where I do have a little more hair, and that's where I think it tends to look really fake, especially on women who start to draw really, really heavy on the inner corner of their brow. It's much better if you emphasize the tail end of your brow as opposed to the inside inner corner. And to finish it off, you could just use the other end of the Brow Wiz pencil, which has a nice little spoolie brush, and just brush them to soften up the color, and then of course put them into place. But I actually have, I don't know if you can tell, but I do have some, not blonde, I would say caramel colored, honey colored highlights in my hair. And so what I like to do to pick up on those highlights is to use my Anastasia, let's see, brow gel, tinted brow gel. And there it is. And this is a tinted brow gel in the color caramel. So it has like a gold sheen to it. It looks, I mean, it doesn't match the color of my hair at all, but when you put it onto your brows, it just adds that bit of highlight and a bit of contrast. Because your brows, I mean, if your hair isn't naturally just one color, then your brows shouldn't be either, because then it's going to be too, you know, artificial looking. So putting this gold colored brow gel just really helps, I think, even pick up or have my brows pick up even more of the light the same way my hair does, and it just makes it look all the more natural. So there's that. Sorry guys, I'm coming off of the screen. So that's basically it for my brow routine. Pretty easy, but you can tell that having the brows done really does frame my eyes and my face, and otherwise I look like I have no brows because they are super sparse. At this point, I'm ready for my second coat of mascara, so I'm gonna go back and do that second coat really quickly. And the second coat is for that extra emphasis on my lash, or it provides that extra oomph and that nice volumized look that will help to emphasize my eyes. There we go. All right, so I'm almost done. One last thing that I like to do for my eyes, if I have time, is I like to use a second highlighter to really lift up my brows and also highlight that inner corner of my eye. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. I found it. Sorry, guys. So this is Revlon's Color Stay Brow Enhancer, and I have it in the shade light brown for the brow wax, and then the highlighter end that comes on the other side is called Champagne. And I really don't care for this product too much. If I do a review on it, if you guys would like a review, let me know, but I think it's just too waxy. Doesn't work very well. But I do like the little highlighter stick on the end, on the opposite end. So what I like to do to really give my brows a bit of oomph and lift is right underneath the brows, I like to just gently put that pencil or that highlighting pencil right underneath, and then smooth it with my finger. And that just kind of gives a little bit of lift to your brows, not a whole lot. And then the other place I like to put it, which I'm sure many of you know, is probably the inner corner of your eye, because that really does help to give it a little bit of brightness and just wakes up the whole look. So really pretty. And at the very, very end, once you're completely done with your eye makeup, then I like to take a little brush. This is a MAC 224, and I like to use this brush for concealing with my Bare Minerals Summer Bisque powder. And I just like to go underneath my eyes. You can re-dip into that Bare Minerals product if you want. And I just like to give my eyes a really nice sweep with the powder to really make sure that any, you know, fallout from your shadows is picked up. And there is my pretty much everyday eye look. So it's just a really neutral, smoky look, but I think especially for, you know, people who have medium skin tone and darker hair, I think it is definitely a look you could pull off even during the day.